Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my tube. I worked at IRS a long time. I have been in private practice for 41 years. I give you the best tips I can. I don't spend a lot of time talking about me. I give you a lot of information that you need. I have a whole team of former IRS agents and attorneys and CPAs. We just focus on doing tax resolution. All I tell you is we're really, really good. We're one of the leading experts in IRS resolution. There's a number of them, but we are, in fact, one of them. When a revenue officer is working a case, and I was a revenue officer, let me ask you, let me tell you something. When a revenue officer is working your case and you owe debt or haven't filed returns, I want to talk to you today about if you're giving the IRS a financial statement and they're working your case. When you give them that financial statement, what are they looking for? They're looking for one thing. They're looking for the stink on the case. Yes, they're looking for what doesn't make sense. So when you get a financial statement, a 433A, and the revenue officer is looking at it, maybe it's the 433F at the service center, they're looking for stink. What isn't adding up? For instance, what zip code do you live in? For instance, being a revenue officer, I know what the average expenses are to live there. I'm looking at your assets to make sure you can afford those assets. And more important, what I'm zeroing in on your income and your expenses and make sure that there's a balance. I get some financial statement where there's more expenses than income. Well, it begets the question, well, how in the hell are you paying these bills? So an agent is looking at what doesn't make sense. How long does it take? It takes an agent about 15 seconds to look at a 433A. The service center probably a little longer. They don't have the experience, but what does not make sense? That's what the agent is looking for day in and day out, and they'll pick it up. And most of the time, you'll find it on the income and expense ratios. They just simply don't make sense. You have no idea how many financial statements that do not balance. If you got $2,000 in income, you got to have around, or you should have around $2,000 in expenses. If you don't, whatever you have left over is going to IRS. Make sure your financial statement, the income and expense, makes sense. So you've got the IRS is also looking at car payments, the values of your home. They're going to want to make sure the income that you have supports that. Anyway, if you want to know more, let me know. If you have a tax problem right now and you owe IRS debt and you have to give a financial statement to somebody at the service center, which is the 433F, or especially the revenue officer, which I was, they're really going to dig down. You should call me. I know what I'm doing. I can close your case far more efficiently than you can. Anyway, give me a subscription. If you call my office, you speak to me, I answer every single call. You're welcome to go ahead and email me if you have a question. I'll probably answer it if I have the time. Thank you so much. Don't forget the subscription.